I never believed in curses, until the darkness came looking for me. It all began one stormy night, when the wind howled as if carrying the lost souls from the nearby cemetery. I was home alone, the only light was the flickering of candles, and the only sound, besides the wind, was the creaking of the old house I had inherited from my great-uncle, a man of strange habits and even darker secrets. The rain was pounding on the windows furiously, as if it wanted to come in and drag me into the storm. It was then that I saw him, or rather, felt his presence. A shadow, darker than the night itself, crept along the walls, whispering my name in a voice that chilled my blood. It was not a thief, nor an animal, it was something ancient, something that knew my name and my deepest fears. The shadow followed me, no matter where I hid. The house became a labyrinth of mirrors, each reflection showing a distorted version of myself, but in each one, the shadow was behind me, lurking. I tried to escape, but the doors closed by themselves, and the windows showed an outside I did not recognize, a world where the sky was red and the stars looked like watchful eyes. The unexpected turns of the corridors always led me to the same place, to my great-uncle's study, where an old diary rested on the desk. The pages were full of warnings and rituals, of a family legacy I never wanted to accept. The shadow, I now knew, was part of that legacy, an entity that my family had imprisoned centuries ago and that now claimed me. The nights became eternal. The shadow inhabited not only my house, but also my dreams. Its whispers became screams, and the screams became promises of an approaching end. My friends said I was pale, that my eyes showed a terror they could not understand. They did not see the shadow, did not feel its cold breath on the back of my neck, did not hear its whisper in the darkness. I decided to face her, to look for answers in the diary and in the darkest corners of the house. But each truth uncovered was a doorway to an even greater horror, an abyss calling my name, tempting me with the power my great-uncle had rejected. The shadow was patient, knew that fear weakened me, and waited for the perfect moment to claim what belonged to it. Confrontation was inevitable. Armed with the knowledge of the diary and a determination born of terror, I stood before the shadow in the darkest room of the house. The candles extinguished with a hiss, and the darkness became total. Only then did I understand the true nature of the shadow. It was not an enemy, but a part of me, an echo of my family's sins crying out for redemption. The climax came with a cry, not of fear, but of liberation. I accepted the shadow, and with it, my great-uncle's legacy. The house was illuminated with a purifying light, and the storm outside ceased. The shadow and I were one, and together we would face the mistakes of the past, sealing again what should never have been released. Now, as night falls and the wind whispers through the trees, I no longer feel fear. The shadow is with me, a constant reminder that terror can be faced and conquered. But I also know that there are things in this world that are better left alone, secrets that must remain hidden in the dark, waiting for another unwary person to awaken them.